Hi guys, me again. So I'm going on a very short backpacking trip this weekend. And by very short, I mean both distance and time. It's just going to be an overnight. It doesn't have really hard elevation, and we're only going to be backpacking our stuff in about 3 miles. It was a 6.6 mile trip just up the Appalachian Trail to the Jim and Molly Dent shelter. And it looks like it's going to be so nice this weekend that two of us on the hike are just going to stay out there till tomorrow. So, supposed to be nice weather. It should rain some Saturday night into Sunday. Supposed to be rainy too, but if it looks like it's going to be bad, we'll just stay in the shelter instead of putting up our tents. But I'm bringing a lot of different stuff that I normally would if it was a longer trail or a harder trail, which sounds weird, but I actually end up bringing more because I can. It doesn't matter that it's that heavy, and I am not somebody who's really funny about carrying too much weight. I'd rather be more prepared. I'm not super ultra lighty. I try to cut it back. If it's going to be really hard or really long, then I'll cut back where I need to. So I already got some stuff in my pack. I've got the 2 first aid kits, one for me and one for the dogs, because Little and Big Schmuckatelli are coming, which means I'm bringing a bigger tent than I normally do because Big Dog, while he tries to sleep on top of me, takes up a lot more room, and I just don't feel like being uncomfortable. Again, if it was a longer, harder trip, I'd take the ultralight. It's smaller. Little Dog doesn't matter. He sleeps in my backpack or in my sleeping bag with me. So already in my pack is my sleeping bag, my silk liner. Again, probably won't need it, but I like to have it in case I get cold. Again, who cares, because I'm not going that far. And my little camping pillow, which I love. And a pair of earplugs, because I happen to know that my hiking friend snores. And if I hear anything in the woods, I immediately think it's something that's going to eat me, even if it's just the wind. So I tend to sleep better if I just have something in my ears. What can I say? So a couple other things I'm going to do that I wanted to show you, which means I might have to move you. This is a trash compactor bag. So it's a little bit thicker than a regular trash bag. And I'm going to move you. Don't get sick. And there's probably going to be a weird kitchen light behind my head now. Think of me as an angel. It'll be fabulous. And now I'm going to put you at a weird angle so you can see what I'm doing. Trying not to be obscene. So this is a trash compactor bag. It's thicker than a regular trash bag. And what I do, my sleeping bag is in the bottom compartment. Sorry about all the rustling of my pack. But I take this here trash compactor bag and shove it down inside my pack to line the entire inside of my pack. And then I will pack the rest of my stuff inside the trash compactor bag. And that does a couple of things. If for some reason my camel pack leaks, because this pack has an internal sleeve for it, it's keeping most of my stuff dry. My sleeping bag and other stuff that's not in here, the compression sack, is waterproof. Also, because I think there's going to be rain, if for some reason it completely deluges on me before I can put the rain cover on my pack, or if anything gets around the rain cover, there's a hole, it keeps my extra clothes and everything else that's in there dry. Also, when we pack out the next day, or if you're going a longer distance, if your gear, like your tent, is wet, you can put that on the outside of the trash compactor bag, and again, it protects the other stuff. So it's just a good barrier to have around. So that's what I do. I also have these bags. I have a Yursack that I bring with me, which is just, it's a bear bag. But I love my Yursack. And it came with these here odor-proof lock sacks. They're just giant Ziploc bags that are odor-proof. I've actually tested them. I put all kinds of stuff in them and then stuck them on the floor and saw if the dogs would mess with them. And they didn't. Mook didn't even growl at Gunther for being near it. So that's pretty good. I actually keep them for 2 reasons. I do pack food in them just because it's easier to keep all my food in one pack, and then I stick it inside the bear bag. It's just organizationally for me. It makes me happy. See, all my food in one little place. The other thing I do is I put all my extra clothes, so my extra set of underwear, my extra set of socks, and my base layer, like that I sleep in, is all in here. And then I bring an extra empty one because when I trade out my clothes, especially on a longer trip, and overnight's not as bad, but I don't want my stinky socks or my stinky underwear or whatever item that has now gotten so horrible I'm not wearing it to make the rest of my stuff stink. So by putting it into a different bag and wrapping it really tight and closing it, that odor doesn't go through everything. And I don't have to sit around going, God, I stink. Because I do, but I don't want to know it. Like I want to ignore it. So that's my tip that I wanted to tell you for this particular trip. I do have a couple extra sets of clothes, probably more than I need in case the temperature drops, again, because I don't care about weight that much. I have my handy dandy jet boil. I have my most favorite thing in the world in this, trust me, it's in this here food bag, which is my Sea to Summit spoon. It's a spoon. I love my spoon. It is exactly the right size if you want to be lazy and use the, like I use a lot of the dehydrated Mountain House foods, and sometimes I make my own food and stuff, but this spoon here, wait, let me get it out. This here long-handled spoon makes me happy. What I'm not bringing with me this time is my trowel and all the extra toilet paper because the shelter we have has a privy. So I'll choose to use that this time instead of on the trail. Other than that, I think it's going to be pretty easy. We've got Gunther's packed with dog food. I've got my coffee. I've got my oatmeal. I got some snacks. We're not leaving yet. My dog is giving me the "you've got my pack out" look and has been running to the car for the last 10 minutes. I've got my spoon. So in my trash compactor bag should be a really great trip. And like I said, the Jim and Molly Denton shelter on the AT is known as being one of the best ones. They have a covered picnic table. They have a really nice shelter. I think there's a deck on the shelter. There's a spring there, so I don't have to worry about water. I mean, I brought my water filtration system, but I don't have to worry about there being enough water. And I hear it's got a shower, but I'm only going to be there overnight, and I plan to shower before and when I get back, so I'm not worried about that. So that's it. I'm excited. Happy trips. I will see you when I get back. So we did not end up backpacking due to illness and my friend having to work. We did go on a nice long hike, and the dog got to be involved. So rude. And he had fun, but we did not stay out overnight. But I did still take a video, and I did still carry my pack, and it was a good bit of elevation, not a whole lot, but I was regretting my leg workout the day before. But here it is. I hope you enjoy it. Foggy! Gunther, come. Don't take out. Oh, God, Lord. Oh, God. Don't you run me down. Yeah. How you guys doing?
That's the new ones I wear most of the time. We're going uphill. We just love going uphill.
Jen, say hi.
I can't breathe.
Well, all right. Good enough.